Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, Close. You ready?
Yep.
I am ready. Okay. Oh, it looks really nice this time around. We shall begin our show.
Much better than the previous one.
Oh yes, it is. It is. Just give me. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 4.3. Yeah. Hi, welcome to the National Critics' Choice Online News. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, New York. How are you? I'm Robin Stienberg. Welcome to my show. And today we have a special guest, and that is Clarence, who is one of the founders for 4.3 Cafe. They're actually a student body run cafe here at the National Management University, and 4.3 has just recently opened, just only a couple of weeks. And we're going to find out more about how they actually managed to win their tender and provide great food, great experience, and great ambience for the very first time. Clarence, welcome to my show.
Thank you.
I know it's been a tiring day. It's right now about, I think it's about 7 in the evening or so. Tell me, what's the secret of your success in, story on how you guys, from the very beginning, found well, 5 of you guys that you formed, you guys a team and they're able to win your tender.
So actually, Diana brought the whole team together. She wanted to she was interested in running a cafe just like the rest of us, and basically I knew Diana through Nelson and Ben, who went on a overseas community service trip with Diana, and so we realized that the few of us had this vision, so to speak, of running a cafe, and thought, hey, why not bid for this tender that we opened up to the students. So that was how we got together.
And so when you guys decided to go on your adventure and trying to bid, how was the process like? Has it been a very challenging process?
Yeah, it has been actually, because the whole process took about slightly more than a year, from the proposal stage to the presentations and then the food tastings. And all that. I think there were like 2 or 3 presentations that we had to go through before we got the tender for this place. Yeah.
And which is the most challenging and probably the most memorable part of the challenge for you?
For me, I think the food tasting was probably one of the more memorable parts, because there was like the moment where there was like judgment, like whether what you think is good is really good, whether you think what you cook appeals to people, whether the food actually appeals to people or not, to the judges.
Now, how about the proposal? I heard that you guys had a quite a hefty amount of pages to prepare.
I think our proposal was close to like 60 pages with all the projections,
Wow.
the concept and the food that we wanted to propose, and the financial stuff and all that, including the graphs, appendices, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Now, about your food tasting, experience, which was the dish that you guys or you had prepared for the judges to judge?
We actually prepared our burgers.
Oh, the burgers.
Yeah, we prepared the burgers, the black pepper burger and caramelized onion burgers. Well, as we still do, we try and do everything from the ground up. We prepare our own patties, we make our own sauces, our baker comes in to bake our buns. As much as possible, we try to keep things in-house, artisanal in that sense.
Now, what is 4.3? A lot of people are asking, what is 4.3? Is it got to do with the map of the world, or is it got to do with IQ? Tell us, what is 4.3?
4.3 is something that is very pertinent to the community here, the SMU, Singapore Management University community, because it is actually the maximum GPA you can score So what we wanted to do was take that out of context and put it into something like, you know, the context of food. You know. We want to give good food, good coffee, you know, good desserts and pastries and all that. So we try to take it out of that context. That was how we came up with the name. You could say it's slightly subversive in that sense, but yeah, I mean, it's also very controversial, and it's given us quite a fair bit of mileage as well.
Yeah. I must say you have a great decor, a great ambience for this place, and you guys have really taken a tremendous effort to make this place really wonderful for anyone, not just the student body, but also for the public. Now, about your food, what are your signature food that you guys presented here, as well as your beverages?
First, the few signature dishes that we have are our burgers, and obviously the ones that kind of won us the bid. So our burgers, you know, we like I said, we do them from ground up, and then our barbecue glazed ribs, and then our hot dogs as well, which we are developing novel kinds of sauces to pair with the hot dogs and such. And on top of that, you know, what we try to do here is provide showcase locally roasted coffee beans that have been roasted here in Singapore. You know, not the very dark roasted beans that you get that are shipped and imported here in Singapore. And we try to get locally roasted beans because they preserve the flavor of the different origins of the beans much better than dark roasted beans, and at the same time they're fresher as well. So the flavor and taste is a lot more robust.
Oh, okay. Now, and speaking about coffee, are you guys coffee lovers?
Yeah, actually a few of us are quite heavy coffee drinkers. I mean,
Oh yeah. How many coffees do you drink a day?
right now I could take like eight cups and still good. Quite
8
sound.
cups of coffee. Wow.
I mean, when we were tasting, we were deciding on which roaster to choose. I mean, I guess we went through like at least maybe 10 cups.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we can go through like 7, 8, 9, 10 cups a go. Yeah,
Wow.
and at the same time, you know, when you get a new batch of beans, you know, you have to recalibrate your grinder, and you gotta keep tasting and looking. Yeah.
Now, is it true that you guys set up this cafe with you know, not only to be known for quality for your food or quality for your ambience, but you guys also are trying to create or correct the misconception of how student cafes are run. Is that true?
That's kind of one of the things we are trying to break out from, you know, from being labeled a student-run cafe. People tend to assume that we're not as good
Or cheap.
Yeah, they tend to assume we're cheap, and we're not. I mean, more important to us is they tend to assume the quality is not good. That's something we want to break out of. You know, make sure that we uphold certain standards where we can be comparable to some joints on the outside.
So, who do you compare yourselves to with the commercial sector?
I think we compare ourselves to these small locally run cafes.
Okay, like the Tubular guys, I suppose, or the Fat Boys.
But more coffee centric cafes, like maybe like PS Cafe or Smitten, you know, Smitten.
Wow, you guys are ambitious. Well,
Yeah, we try to keep things interesting in that sense.
What kind of strategies are you guys now planning to encourage more students as well as the public to come to your cafe? What will be your 3 main draws?
I think first and foremost, the most important thing is gotta keep track of our food. You know, gotta keep innovating, keep coming up with new things that can captivate people and give them better, more interesting palate experiences. I mean, from a consumer standpoint, myself, I think if I eat something a couple of times, I probably get really bored or sick of it. So, you know, gotta keep coming up with new things. I think that's very important. Secondly, I think it's very important to also yeah, it's very important to
innovate.
yes to innovate. Yeah, yeah, to innovate. I mean, like I said, with food and all that. Sorry, what's your question again? I kind of lost track.
Oh, sorry. No, my question was, what will be your three main strategies to reach out to the students as well as the public to come to your cafe?
Yeah, our food,
Yes.
our coffees as well. We try and showcase, was it local roasters. We try and we keep tasting blends to see which ones are nice, and if something interesting comes along, we'll definitely showcase them. And at the same time, we also want to introduce craft beers and all that to the local community.
Craft beers. Oh, wow.
We've got some pretty interesting craft beers, like fruit ciders and fruit beers even.
Oh, okay. And so, what will be your three main challenges then coming up against you guys for the next 2 years at least?
Three main challenges.
Yes. What kind of challenges do you guys will be facing in running this cafe?
Honestly, from a student standpoint, I think balancing school with running this, because I think as we all know, if you're really passionate about what you do, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't go off your mind. it's finding that balance there at the same time, and of course maintaining standards for our customers, because I mean I don't want to be serving something that I don't want to eat, and that's one thing that we've got to keep tabs on very seriously, and at the same time, you know, always finding the motivation to innovate and all that. And once you lose focus on these things, it can have quite drastic consequences.
So, folks, please do come by and try their coffees. Their coffees are great. I love it, you know, as well as their food. And also, what will be your success story for a new startup? You know, because you know, you should be able to give 3 pieces of advice to our audience here, probably students from all around the world who are trying to start their own cafes, and they would like to find out what's your success formula in making it happen, and how important it is to you guys.
I mean, I wouldn't really consider it success yet, because it's only been open for a short while. But I think 3 things that I have learned, that the team has learned so far, is how team dynamics is very important. You know, working together, communicating is very important. And at the same time, I think everybody needs to have passion for something. I think without passion, things don't get done. And also the willingness to step in the fray, you know, to take risks. You know, that's the only way you kind of, or rather for us, that was the only way that we could learn something, and learn through doing. I mean, there's only so much you can read about it. After that, you must go into things and learn as you go.
Now, you guys have sacrificed so much. You know, I heard that this is quite a costly venture you guys put
for a 2-year fixed lease tender, I think it was pretty costly, slightly under 85.
Amazing, 85 grand. And so, folks, you should try to make an effort to make this happen, even though it may cost you an arm and a leg, but it's worth it, I think. So, do you think it's worth it after all you guys been through?
Yeah, definitely. I think the things that we learned, even in the short period that we have been open, like, you know, how to manage operations, you know, how to streamline things, how to work with the staff, how to work under pressure. You know?
Anger management.
Not so much anger management, but like how do you keep yourself composed? How do you deliver quality products whilst having like 10, 20 people, you know, pressuring you, hey, where's this, where's that? You know, I think that has taught us a lot, and as a team, it probably has helped us gel as well.
After 2 years, do all the 5 of you have ever thought about continuing this brand outside of SMU?
I personally, I think 2 years is a very short time to build a brand. But with regards to our interest in F&B, yes, we are all very passionate and interested in the food and beverage scene business here. So we probably would try and translate this into a business venture outside of these premises.
Could 4.3 be a commercial venture next time around? Or you guys going to set up your own whole new brand?
I'm not sure actually. Yeah, that we have not thought that far. You know, right now
I understand.
we're still trying to settle, focus on this and how we can help the value add to this community first.
Wow.
But in terms of are we interested in moving forward in the F&B industry as a team? Yeah, we definitely.
Great. What advice would you give for students out there who can benefit from your experience? You know, if they were to set up a cafe for the very first time, what are the lessons learned that you have learned that you can impart? Would you be able to give 3 key lessons?
I think firstly, very important is to do a lot of background homework. You know.
Well, you do a lot of background homework, right?
Yeah, like you know, before you purchase something, you know, before you acquire like suppliers or something like that, you need to know what you want. I think very importantly, you need to know what you want, know the prices, because you know, I must say that there's a very wide range of prices in when it comes to purchasing stuff, and at the same time, it's very important to communicate with your team. I think that above all, this is the most important. Team dynamics, being able to communicate well with your team and having a shared goal in mind. So that is actually very important.
Wow. So, folks, please do remember that team dynamics do play a very important part, a key role in making any business a success, including as simple as a student cafe here in Singapore. And they're not just a student cafe, they're known as 4.3. So if you do drop by here in Singapore anytime soon, please drop by at 4.3 here at the Singapore Management University, which is located at their basement, and try their great coffees. I love their coffees, I must confess that. And Clarence, thank you for sharing with us here at the National Green's Choice. And thank you for being with me here at the National Green's Choice show. I'm Robin Stienberg. Have a great week ahead, and don't forget that no success can work out without a good team dynamics. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that was a short version, I think. Oh, same.